Still at Gamescom here at Ubisoft, we have Rayman Origins. With me here is the game manager for the game. Tell us, it's a multiplayer experience. What kind of characters are we going to see?
So the 4 playable characters, the first one is Rayman, obviously. We are a Rayman game, we had to put Rayman. We had the rabbits for too long, so now we need really to bring back Rayman.
Love that.
The second character is Globox, actually the best sidekick of Rayman from Rayman 2. And we have the 2 little Teensies. One is a Teensy King, a green guy with a crown, and the other one is a dark Teensy. They are like little wizards casting spells, and that's a team of 4 heroes you will play in Rayman Origins.
Okay. It's a classic platforming game, so how much is it inspired by the first Rayman ever made?
I think the most significant common point between the two is the 2D. We are actually bringing back the franchise to 2D. Rayman 2 was a 3D game, more action-adventure and more open. Rayman 3 was also really open. What we wanted to do with this new Rayman is go back to the 2D, to the accessibility, to the simple fun of 2D platformers. And we are actually pretty happy with the result. So we presented the game at E3, and now we're coming at Gamescom with new maps, showing new gameplay features and new abilities for the characters.
I've played before, I love the graphics. From the mechanics, are there any special abilities, any special features we haven't seen in Rayman again so far?
Yes, I would say one of the main one for me is the swimming. If you remember a bit Rayman 1, every time you were hitting the water in Rayman 1, somebody was beating you and you were dead. So now in Rayman Origins, we actually let the player in the 4th world, the underwater world, we let the player explore underwater worlds and go like everywhere he wants, swimming. So it's something we showed at E3, we'll show a bit later on, like full big maps within underwater worlds. It's actually something that's super cool. Another feature I really like is the running on walls. So it's when you play the mountain universe, you're able to go, it's like Sonic a bit, you can do loopings and go upside down because Rayman can actually run on walls. That's something you couldn't do neither in the previous Rayman. And the helicopter allows you to fly as you could play in one of the maps in the music universe.
All right, you talk about water. Any other environments? How many are there? What kind of?
We have 5 big worlds, and each world is split in 2 sub-worlds. So in total we have 10 sub-worlds, split in 5 worlds. The first one is the jungle, so really reminiscent of the previous Rayman. That's where Rayman is born, in the jungle. The second one is the music world, the third one is the food world, the fourth one is the underwater world, and the 5th one is the mountain world. So those are the 5 main worlds, split in 2 areas, a lighter version that's more happy and a darker version with more twisted enemies. And then you have a final world called the Land of the Dead that's really difficult to access. You have to beat all the maps of the game 100%, collect all the cages, and you will access this World of the Dead with crazy enemies. All the bosses will actually meet in the World of the Dead to try to kill you. And the final boss of the game is actually the Big Mama, the pink, huge monster you have to fight and to actually finish the game.
Great stuff. Tell me, it's coming out this year for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. And
Yes.
I've heard today 3DS and Vita are following next year, in 2012. What kind of possibilities we have here? Is there online playing? How many players can play it? And yeah, pretty much that is it.
Yeah, for the Vita, so one thing, 3DS, it's really early actually. We haven't said anything about the 3DS, so it's a bit too early. We'll reveal it, I think, a bit later on. For the Vita, that was actually shown at Gamescom. We released some elements, like some screenshot to show a bit what the game is all about. First, it looks amazing, I should mention. It looks exactly as good as on the PS3, so it's pretty cool to have it in your hands and you should try it. It's running super smoothly in 60 FPS. It looks super sharp. And one cool thing about it is we integrated a feature, a zoom, actually a touch-based feature, which is a zoom. So that's something you don't have in the home console. Anytime with a pinch, like with your fingers, you can zoom in the action and see all the little details. So it's pretty cool to enjoy the graphics. And if you double touch, you can, like on an iPhone or an iPad, you can zoom in, zoom out anytime. Another touch-based feature we integrated is the fact all the enemies, when they appear, as bubbles, when you kill them, you can burst them by touching them, and you can also collect many of the collectibles in the game. You can collect them by touching the screen. So you have like these in between the run and jump and fighting of the normal game. You can also like collect, and so that adds a new layer of gameplay on top of the PS3 experience. And another exclusive feature to the Vita is the Ghost mode we presented. That's actually like a a Mario Kart, you know, where you have a ghost mode, you can record a ghost on any of the maps of your best performance, and then you can try to beat yourself, like challenge yourself, or exchange your ghosts with your friends. So let's say you bought Rayman Origins and Vita, I also have the version, I can send you one of my ghosts and say, okay, I will challenge you on the jungle map, and then you will see my ghost, so as a blue Rayman, and you will try to actually defeat my ghost.
Not for points.
For time, like a time attack.
All right, thanks a lot. Looking forward to play it.